Guys, this is me again. I hope that you are doing well. I would like to start off by something that we usually do inside our classroom. It is riddles. But before that, could you please take a notebook and a pen? Whenever I ask you some questions, stop the video, answer those questions, and when you finish, replay the video and check your answers. Here are your riddles for this lesson. Number one, I may be light as a feather, but almost no one can hold me for very long. What am I? Maybe you don't know the word feather. Feather, people in the past used to write with the feather as pen. Birds have got feathers. Okay, move to the riddle number two. I have an eye but cannot see. What am I? So here we're talking about something that has got one eye but can't see. Answer these riddles and put them in the group to discuss them together. Now we will move to our course book. In the previous session we talked about lesson 3B. We saw different part jobs that teenagers like you do on holiday. We also talked about modal verbs like must, mustn't, have to, and don't have to, etc. In this session, we are going to talk about lesson 3C. Please look at this photo for a moment, then answer these questions. Who is in the photo? Where are they? What are they doing? Okay, as you can see here, in the photo we have got three people, a girl and two women. This girl is called Lisa. She is talking on the phone, and this is her mom, and this is a woman. They are in the train. Okay, so let's go to a dialogue here and discover what's going on between these people. I want you to listen and fill in these gaps here. So listen to the dialogue, please.
You can't make me stay at home. Exercise 1. Listen and read. What two things are happening on Saturday?
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Lisa. Do you fancy going to the Rock FM concert in the park on Saturday?
Yes, that sounds great. I'll just check with my mum. Mum, can I go to a rock concert with Ryan this Saturday?
Sorry, but I need you to look after Danny. Your dad and I have got tickets for the theatre.
Oh, Mum, that's so unfair. Please let me go. You can't make me stay at home on a Saturday evening.
Sorry, Lisa, but we've had these tickets for weeks.
All right. Ryan, are you still there?
Yes. Well, can you come on Saturday?
I'd like to, but I can't. I'm really sorry. I've got to look after my little brother.
Excuse me, you're not allowed to use your mobile phone in this compartment.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the sign. I've got to go now, Ryan. Bye.
Okay, let's check together what have we got in these blanks. So number one, let. Okay, number two, go. The next one, make me stay. And the last one, not allowed to use. So please, could you read this dialogue aloud? Listen to the audio that you listened to a few minutes ago and try to read this dialogue aloud. And then answer this question you have got here. What two things are happening on Saturday? Let's move to the exercise number 2. Answer the questions from the dialogue, of course. Number 1, what does Lisa want to do next Saturday? Number 2, what are Lisa's parents doing that evening? Why is this a problem? What is the woman annoyed about? Again, these questions should be put in the group to discuss them together and check the answers. So now let's move the skill of grammar. We have got here some grammar items. They are make, let, allow to. Okay, so here we have got some examples of these grammar items that are taken from the context we have got here, which is the dialogue. Please notice these sentences and try to find out how do we form these grammatical items. Okay, now we will go to talk about these grammar items in details. Okay, here are our words. Let's start with the first verb we have got here. It is make. Make has got different meaning in English. Okay, let's take this example we have got here. We are going to see how and when do we use make in a sentence. So as you can see here, the sentence says, she makes me study. We have here a pronoun that is a subject, she, and the verb make plus an object. So me is an object plus a verb. The verb here is in the infinitive, zero infinitive. The infinitive without to. As you can see here, we don't have to. So this is the form. Okay, let's talk now about the use. When do we use this word, or what is the meaning of this word in this sentence? So we use make to say what a person obliges another person to do, or what a person forces another person to do. So this sentence means here she obliges me to study a lot, or she forces me to study a lot. This is when we are talking about the present tense, of course. So if we have, or if we are talking about past tense, we should change make into made. As the example we have got here, she made me study a lot, and we have got the same form. You can see here made plus me, which is the object, plus zero infinitive. So this is how do we use make in a sentence, and when do we use it, or the meaning of make. But don't forget to be careful. Make is not followed by to or ing form. Let's see what we have got here. So here we have got some examples. The teacher made us to do our homework. This is the wrong sentence. Why? Because here we have got to, and we said that make is not followed by to, so this is not true. Number two, the teacher made us doing, I'm sorry, there is no L here, doing our homework. This is wrong too, because made is followed by ing here. So the last one is the teacher made us do our homework. This is the right sentence. Why? Because here made is followed by bare infinitive without to. The second word in our lesson is let. Let is structured and formed like this. So we have got here let plus object plus zero infinitive, bare infinitive or infinitive without to. As you can see here, I will let you go out tonight. We have got here let plus you, which is the object, plus go out, which is zero infinitive. So the meaning of let and or when do we use it? So it's used to talk about giving permission. It means you are permitted to do something, like what we have got here. The meaning is I give you permission to go out tonight. So this is when we are talking about the past, the present tense. When we are talking about the past tense, we have the same form. Let, the simple past of let is the same. So there is no change. And the same thing that we said for make, let can't be followed by to or ing form, just zero form. Our last word is be allowed to, or be allowed. In fact, this word has a similar meaning like let or to let. But the difference here, be followed is directly followed by, be allowed is directly followed by to infinitive, whereas let is followed by object and then to infinitive. or bare infinitive, sorry. So what is the meaning of be allowed to? Be allowed to means I have got the permission to do something, or I don't have the permission to do something. We use be allowed to say what you can or what you can't do. Here we have got some examples. We aren't allowed to smoke in the office, which means we don't have the permission to smoke in the office, or we can't smoke in the office. We are allowed to smoke in the office, which means we can smoke in the office, or we have the permission to smoke in the office. Concerning the past tense of this grammar item, it's just change the verb to be into the simple past, which is was or were. So we have an example. We were allowed to smoke in the office. So as you can see, this is the how do we use these grammatical items. So now let's move to the practice section. So these are the exercises you are required to do. So number one, you are going to choose the correct word. Here you have got, or you have to make a difference between two words. You have to choose only one correct word. So number one, or let's do number one as an example. My parents let or make me stay out late every Friday night. So what is the correct answer here? My parents let me stay out or make me. It means obliged me to stay out or give me the permission to stay out. So the correct answer here is going to be let me stay out. So they gave me the permission. Okay, try to do the other exercises. So number two, try to complete the sentences you have got here with the correct form of let, make, be allowed to. And then do the exercise number 3. So this is exercise number 2. And then number 3. So you have got some sentences here. These sentences contain some mistakes. You are going to rewrite these sentences and correct the mistakes you have got there. That's okay. Okay, let's go back to our course book to practice more what we have just seen before. The exercise here, number 3A says, explain what the signs mean, using allowed to or not allowed to. So as you can see here, number one, we have got a photo of a mobile phone, which is crossed out. This means you are not allowed to use your mobile phone. So for you, you are going to discover what the other signs mean. So use the same sentences that you are going to write here, but you are going to change them into or use another word, which is they let or don't let. We have got an example. Number one, they don't let you use your mobile phone. The pronoun they here refers to authorities or people who make the rules. So exercise number 4, you have got a puzzle that you should solve here. You are going to look at the photo. This is the photo on the train, and try to say what else is not allowed. We already said that you are not allowed to use the mobile phone on the train. Try to say what else is not allowed. Concerning the exercise number 5, you are going to read or to report the airport's instructions that you hear when you go to the airport. You are going to report these instructions with make and the pronouns in brackets. You have got some pronouns here in brackets. Change the possessive adjectives where necessary. So here, let's notice the sentence number 1. Could you take off your shoes? And you have got some pronouns here between brackets, she or him. So the speaker here could be me. and the audience could be you. So could you take off your shoes, which means I'm talking to you. In this sentence, the speaker is she. She made him. She is talking. She can be a woman or a girl talking to him, talking to a boy or a man. So we change here the possessive adjective your to object pronoun him. Okay, because the audience here is a boy or a man. Try to do the same thing for the other sentences. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we will move to listening activities. You are going to listen to Lisa, who is looking after her young brother Danny. Looking after here means take care. And answer the questions you have got here.
Lisa is looking after her younger brother Danny. Listen and answer the questions.
Come on, Danny, finish your dinner. You haven't eaten any of the tomatoes or the beans.
But I don't like vegetables.
Well, you're not allowed to eat just burger and chips. You've got to eat some vegetables.
You can't make me eat them. I might be sick.
Come on, just one tomato.
Oh, all right.
And then it's bedtime.
But Batman is on at 8.
You know you're not allowed to watch TV after 8:30.
Mum sometimes lets me watch if I'm in my pyjamas.
Oh, all right. Go upstairs and put your pyjamas on.
Later.
Okay, that's the end of the film. It's 9:30. Up to bed now.
Can you read me a story in bed? Actually, I'm allowed to have 3 stories.
No, you aren't. Not when it's so late. Come on, quick. Mum and Dad will be back soon.
Well, can I listen to a story on the CD player? Please let me.
All right, then. You're allowed to listen to one story and then I'm going to turn off your CD player, okay?
Okay. It was a fun evening, wasn't it, Lisa?
Great fun. Good night, Danny.
Concerning the activity 7, you are going to tell the class about your rules at home and the jobs your parents make you do. So here look at the verb, tell the class. It means you are going to make a list of your house rules, like clean after yourself, wash your hands before and after you eat, brush your teeth, and so on. So you are going to make a list and then try to record yourself using an audio file and send it to the group. Now we will move to talk about a language function. Here we are going to talk about the different expressions that we use in order to make and respond to an invitation. So here we have got the expression we use in order to invite someone for something or to do something. Here are the different expressions. You can read them. Then how do we respond to these expressions? We either accept or refuse. If you accept, you use one of these expressions. And if you refuse, you use these expressions, of course. And then if you refuse, you make excuses. So here we have got an activity in order to practice or to use these expressions. This is the activity number 8. This is a listening activity, and then can be a speaking activity. It means you are going to speak, to give a product. So let's listen and then see what we are going to do here in this activity number 8. So we are going to listen to parts of the dialogue in exercise number 1. Then role play. Conversations in pairs. You are going to carry out or to act out conversations in pairs. Means you are going to need the partner in order to do this conversation. Using the prompts. Here we have got some prompts, some situations. role play each conversation twice, first accepting, then refusing, which means you are going to choose two situations you have got here, two situations. Once or one time you are going to accept your classmates' invitation. In the other situation, you are going to refuse. So let's listen.
Listen to parts of the dialogue in exercise 1. Then role-play conversations in pairs, using the prompts.
Do you fancy going to the Rock FM concert in the park on Saturday?
Yes, that sounds great. I'll just check with my mum.
Well, can you come on Saturday?
I'd like to, but I can't. I'm really sorry. I've got to look after my little brother.
The last activity in this lesson is writing. What are you going to do? You are going to write a short paragraph talking about the rules in your school about the following. So we are going to talk about the use of mobile phones, MP3 players, makeup and jewelry, snacks. Don't forget to use the verbs or the words that we have already studied, like be allowed to, let, and make. As you can see, that's all for this session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the group. I will be pleased to answer your questions. It was great having your attention. Expect more videos. Thank you for your attention again, and have a nice day.